Exonerate this person. My gosh.
What if they were actually the witch?
You never know.
Somehow I shuffled it back in while you weren't looking with magic. Yes. What's up, everybody? I'm Mike.
I'm Nick.
We are the brothers Murph, and it's time to get absolutely witchy up in here for some Pagan Fate of Roanoke.
Indeed. This is going to be sponsored by Capstone Games. Thank you so much, Capstone Games, for sponsoring this episode of the Game House.
Do check out Capstone. We have a link to their website in the description below if you want to find out more about this or pick you up some of this goodness right here.
Some paganism, yeah.
Exactly. So this is a two-player game where one side is playing as a witch that's hiding amongst the villagers. One of the villagers is the true witch, and the other player is the witch hunter trying to figure out the true identity of the witch or exonerate the other villagers in order to win. So this is asymmetric. We each have our own cards and types of things we can do.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like a worker placement game as you're activating stuff, but we're going to show you an overview of how these types of things go, the differences between the two sides, and we're going to hop right into our two-player play of Pagan.
In Pagan, Fate of Roanoke, two players will play as different sides in a conflict. One side is the witch who is trying to perform the final ritual, and the other side is the hunter trying to find the true witch. At the beginning of the game, the witch will draw the top card off the top of the suspect pile and keep it. This will show a villager, and that villager is the true witch for this game. The two players will each take their turns back and forth, and each turn will consist of 3 actions. The first thing on a turn is the upkeep phase, where you will take back your pieces from the board, freeing up those spaces again. Then you may have some upkeep abilities. And if it's the hunter's turn, they will have to pay their allies to keep them there. You will activate actions by placing your piece on them. Some actions are shared where other actions are unique to a player. One of the main actions is activating a villager. Each villager has an action that is going to be either gaining influence, which is your currency, drawing cards into your hand, or playing cards. When you first visit a villager, if there's an investigation card on your side of the board, you will activate this first. These are put here by the hunter and will hinder the witch player or benefit the hunter player. Then if you are the witch taking this action and there are at least 3 secrets on the villager, you can convert 3 of them into 1 favor. Favor is very important. If you are the hunter taking the action and there are at least 3 clues, you will gain 1 evidence token, though note that your clues do not go away like the witch's secrets do. Then you will distribute assets amongst the villagers. The assets are purple secrets for the witch and red clues for the hunter. The card shown here on the villager shows what color cards the assets may be placed on, and the dot is how many may be placed. So Stranger Sue here allows me, as the hunter, to place 1 clue on a blue card, and this could be on herself or on any other blue card. Note that if the witch has any brew cards in play, they may always distribute secrets onto this brew card. Once a brew has all the secrets needed, the witch can consume it for powerful one-time effects. Now the player may use the villager's skill written on the card, though if the witch has at least 2 favors on that villager, they get to do the action twice. Lastly, if the witch activated this action with their familiar piece and they have a familiar card in play, they can do the action on the familiar card. You will be activating villagers constantly throughout the game as it's your primary way to get your secrets and clues out there. Note that you can only go to a villager if there is no piece already on it. So to combat that, you can take the ready villager action and pay either a secret or a clue from them and kick out an enemy pawn to free it up for you. Remember that you only take your pieces back at the beginning of your turn during your upkeep phase, so you will be out there blocking your opponent during their turn. Players can activate this space to either gain 2 influence, draw 1 card, or play 1 card. Let's talk about these different cards. The hunter has ally cards that will stay in play and give ongoing abilities, though you have to pay them during every upkeep phase to keep them in the game. Location cards go down onto your board and are new action spaces that only you can go to. Events are one-time use cards that you can play and then discard. And finally, investigations we already talked about. These will go down onto the villagers and will either help the hunter when they visit that villager or hinder the witch. The witch has brew cards, which we already talked about. Familiar cards will activate when you use your familiar pawn to go visit a villager. When you do so, you will activate one of your familiar cards, and if you pay the required cost, you can empower them and do the stronger action in red. Charms are like the event cards for the hunter, strong one-time use cards. And finally, enchantments will go over here and will either help the witch or hinder the hunter. Each player also has a few actions that are unique to them. The witch can consume a brew, which we already talked about. This is a free action and doesn't require one of the witch's pieces. The last action for the witch is the one that wins them the game. If there are 3 favors on the true witch and it's ready, meaning it has no other piece on it, the witch may perform the ritual and win the game. The hunter can raid a villager and pay 3 clues off of villagers of that color and remove either 1 favor or all of the secrets on that villager. They may pay to exonerate a villager. When they do this, they will spend 3 evidence tokens and then draw the top card of the suspect deck, keeping it secret from the witch. This will show a villager, and the hunter now knows that this villager is not the true witch. If the hunter can exonerate 8 villagers, they will win the game. The last action the hunter has is eliminating a villager. If there are 3 clues on the target villager and at least 1 clue on every other villager, the hunter may eliminate them from the game. If this villager was the true witch, the hunter wins the game. If it was not, the hunter loses all clues on every villager. And if the hunter eliminates 3 innocent villagers, the witch wins the game. The game will go back and forth until one player comes out victorious, and that is a quick look at Pagan, Fate of Roanoke.
Witchy woman. Okay, I had to.
Which could be anybody, really.
Could be anyone, yeah. I mean, witchy villager, more accurately.
Too many syllables, you know.
I know what the witch is, because I am the witch. It's one of these people.
Should we show the audience?
Should I show the audience?
Okay. I'll close my eyes. I'll close my eyes. We'll show the audience. If you don't want to know who the witch is, close your eyes. I'm closing my eyes right now.
Down from 5. Okay. The witch is thus. Okay. 5, 4, a 3, a 2, a 1. It is safe to look again.
Okay.
Welcome back, everybody.
Subscribe
if you looked away.
Yeah, coward.
So I am the witch character. Nick is the witch hunter.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out the true identity of the witch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, lead you astray.
Yeah, I also want to say that we're playing with the Roanoke, Pagan Fate of Roanoke playmat and also these upgraded bits. So I just want to know that these bits in the playmat are not in the base game. So just want to throw that out there.
Know that.
But yes, indeed, I'm playing the witch hunter. Mikey is playing the witch.
You know this.
Indeed.
Let's see, it's my turn.
You are first. Yeah, the witch always goes first.
I can only do 2 actions for my first turn. They have to be visiting villagers, and then we're kind of free to proceed. So, I think I would like to do... Let's do this. I'm going to start off by visiting Bo Johnson here.
Big Bo.
So there's obviously no secrets out yet to convert to favors and things, but I will put 1 secret onto a green villager.
Indeed.
I like this one. Just getting...
Nestling Mia.
Getting influence is good. Speaking of them, their skill is gaining 2 influence, so I'll gain 1, 2 influence on my little dial here. And for my second action, I'm going to go here to Preacher Wulfric. To be able to play a card. I can put 2 secrets onto red villagers or villagers. So I'm going to go here and here.
Okay.
Boom, boom. And then this allows me to play one of my cards. I'm going to play a familiar.
Ooh, okay. Start off the...
It is...
What is it, Bard?
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's going to be assist. So it's going to cost me 2 influence here to play. And when I make use with my little familiar pawn, one of the villagers, I can add a secret to the visited villager. Just like a little bit of an assist, you know? So it's going to cost 1, 2 influence.
If you empower it, it's 2, it looks like.
Boom. If you empower it by paying 2 influence, you get to add 2 instead.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah. And that's going to be my first turn, because again, I can only take 2 actions on this first turn.
So the upkeep phase, not really much to do in the upkeep phase this time right here. Yeah. So I'll get to go. I'm going to go ahead and go to Nestling Mia here. So I will gain 3 influence, but Mikey will also gain 1 because it's a very powerful spot. And then, so you get 1 influence. And then I think I'm going to play this investigation here. It's going to cost me 3. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm sorry. I can't just play this card. What are you doing, Nicolai? Nicolai, I'm going to go here to Native Pamui. And I'm going to play a card back and reduce the cost by 1. So I am going to play this Persuasion card for only 2. Boom. And then this is going to be an investigation that will go on my side because it benefits me. And it's going to give me an evidence every time I visit this villager. So the question is who do I want to play it on? Where do I think I'm going to go a lot?
It's a good question.
I think, I'll go here because I like this spot because I get to play a card and I get to reduce the cost by 1. So it goes on my side here again to remind me that I will get to do this. If it's an investigation against Mike, it'll go on his side of the board right there.
Helps you, hinders me.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll just go here to a Stranger Suit, and I'm just going to draw 2 cards.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. So my upkeep phase, first thing I'm going to do is get my pawns back.
That's right.
Again, only 2 because I only took 2 on the first turn. I don't have any other upkeep things that I need to do. I don't have more than 7 cards, so we're ready to rock and roll.
Rock and roll tonight.
So here you are with your little situation right there.
Oh, yeah.
So I think I want to get in the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mikey. I forgot to do all of these things. Put out my clues. Sorry. I was not I was so excited to do the things. I did not follow my thing. So what I should have done is distribute this. So what I do first, I did Sue first. I can put a clue on a green. And then I did this one. I can put a clue on a red. Let's go over here to Mayor Biggs. And then this one I can put one on a blue. Let's go to Preacher Wolfric. My apologies. Should have done that first before I did the actions.
There you go.
It does list right here the order you're supposed to do stuff.
Very nice, yes. So I'm going to use my first action to ready a villager. So this costs 1 secret from that villager. I'm going to take one off of this to basically remove that. And they're ready if they have no action pawn on them.
Yes, indeed.
I'm going to do that because I'm going to go here with my familiar. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Free up that space. So first thing I can add a secret to red. I'll add it to themselves. I also have the familiar ability where I can add a secret to the visited villager. So
that is happened last, technically. I don't know if it'll make a difference.
Oh, that's true. It won't change anything, but yeah. Order of operations. So we've done that. This obviously doesn't affect me because it's on your side. Yep. But I can play a card by discounting by 1.
It's nice. It's very, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, think about the ones that are technically a little bit better cards tend to distribute your stuff less, which is cool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opportunity to pay 1 less influence to play an enchantment here. Right. This is Entranced. So when visiting a villager, the witch may draw a card if there's at least 1 favor on that villager. This is done after converting secrets to favors.
Oh, that's nice.
So just put that out there. You know what I mean? It's going to cost 2, not 3, because of the discount. And then now I will put the secret out onto them. And then with my final action pawn. Let's see. Ooh. Well, I think I'll go here.
Widow Atkins.
Widow Atkins. It's
Widow Atkins.
1 influence, but it's going to allow me to distribute 2 secrets to green. Yeah. And I'm going to put 2 here.
Ooh.
Right there. And then I gain 1 influence.
That's the witch.
She leaves. That's my turn, man.
Okay. So upkeep phase. Boom, boom. I do have one of my pawns back because Mike kicked him out of town.
Yeah, I said scream.
I don't have any upkeep phase stuff. And then the hunter's thing is if I had any allies, I would have to pay influence to keep them around. I don't have any allies yet, but that is something specific to the hunter. And then discard down to 7 cards, of which I don't have. Sorry. Man, I want to go back to Native Pamui because it's good for me. Yeah. But one thing I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Mayor Biggs because I get to look at the top 3 cards here and then draw one, which is very nice. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh.
There's so many opportunities.
Oh, I'm going to
hunt the
feeties.
Oh,
that's so interesting. Okay. So there's that. Kept one of them cards. All 3 of those cards were really good. I'm just like, oh no. Oh, sorry, gosh, I keep forgetting to do the dang thing. I need to put one of these out on blue. I will remember to do these first. Speaking of Preacher Wolfric, I will go here. First thing, Nick, you're going to put 2 of these out. Let's put... I could put 2 out on red. Let's put them here. Okay, and then I can play a card. I am going to play an ally. I'm going to play this Scholar.
Ooh, what do they do?
So the Scholar, one thing, she has no upkeep cost, which is great. It's 0 influence. But the cost of investigations, which again are these right here, are reduced by 1. And when playing an investigation, there's no limit to the amount of investigations on a villager. So I can put multiple on there and really either beef up or really hinder a spot for Mikey.
Wow.
Investigations are cute.
I'm going to get a card that can get rid of some allies. Where are they at?
Where are they at? Okay, so that was 2. Oh, man. So what is this one again? The witch, you can draw a card. Oh, that's the one favor. You don't have any favor quite yet. So, oh, I'm sorry. And that was 1 influence to play that card. Speaking, how many influence you got? 2?
2.
All right, I'm going to go back to Nestling Mia. Also to keep you from going there and converting that to favor. Yeah, because you need 3 of them. And then I will get to put one out on green. Let's put one out here on Hunter Adams. Okay, and that's me.
Okie dokie. I'll retrieve my peeps. What to do? You're all up in my way, man.
I know. Be out here blocking.
Yeah. Let's do this. I'm going to go to Dr. Annie first, right here. It's going to allow me to distribute 2 secrets to blue. I'll go here to Bo Johnson. I could split them up, but I'm going to keep them together. And then I can draw a card. Stand by. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So there's that. I will then go here to Stranger Sue and distribute 1 secret to blue. I'll go here. This allows me to draw 2 cards.
Bo Johnson's a witch.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And then for my final action with my familiar, I will go to Bo Johnson. Boom. This will allow me to distribute 1 to green. I will go here to Hunter Adams. And then I can convert secrets to favors. So I'll take 3 secrets. They will get converted into 1 favor. I could do that up to 2 times if I had enough resources. So this now has a favor on it. And then, again, my enchantment here says, when visiting a villager, the witch may draw a card if there's a favor on the character, and that happens after the step I just did. So I will get to draw a card.
That was just sweet.
And I'll get 2 influence from the action itself of that villager. So,
Okay.
that's that.
Okay. I'm going to get my people back. I do have an ally now, but again, the scholar here has no upkeep cost. The influence is 0, so I don't have to actually pay them anything, which is great. I am going to go to Native Pamui here. So the first thing you do is you carry out any investigation effects first. So I will get an evidence. Boom. Ooh. And I'm going to play a card with a reduced cost of 1. I am going to play this on the trail of this cute puppers. Although I think it's going to be a little bit mean to that bird over there. So it's going to cost me 3 instead of 4 because I reduced by 1. I can remove either a brew or a familiar.
Bye-bye, bird.
Bye-bye, bird.
You killed my bird.
You killed my bird.
Yeah, with some deep blue sea right there, man.
Yeah, you killed my bird. Yeah, dude. The LL Cool J vehicle.
Dude, prime.
Prime LL Cool J, yeah. God, the movie's great. I watched it recently.
It's still great.
It's still great. It's still just as ridiculous.
To begin with.
Yes, it was ridiculous to begin with.
That movie's cast is also insane.
Insane how many people were in that movie.
It's so good.
It's so good. Everyone who you know how sometimes those movies, the people who are the most incompetent are the ones who live? Not in that movie.
Not
here. Not in that movie. It's great.
Literally, yeah, only the 2 most competent people make it out. That's how it should be.
Oh man, it's great. Yet again, I forgot to put on a clue. Let's go ahead and put one out on Native Pamui here, and that actually means that I can I have to distribute afterwards. So no, we're good. So now I am going to. I'm pretty low on influence, but I don't like going to Nestling Mia because I have to give you influence.
I don't mind.
I don't love that.
I don't mind it.
And you're on all the spots I want to be on. I'm going to go ahead and here to Widow Atkins, mostly because I just want to distribute more of my clues. I'm going to go here to Nestling Mia.
No.
Drop them both there. And I'll gain 1 influence.
Okay.
And then, no. The time is not ripe. And then lastly, I'll go back to here to Mayor Biggs. I'll get to put a clue out on blue. Let's put one. We'll put one on Preacher Rolfrick. I need some evidence. Now look at the top 3 cards of my deck, and I get to keep one. So you could probably go ahead with your upkeep while I'm doing this.
Okay, so I'll get my peeps back. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. Don't have more than 7 cards, so I don't have to discard down. I will... What are all the spots I like? Let's do this. Okay, let me math it. Like, can I math real fast?
Can I math? Boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop. 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0.
Not gonna, that'll do. Okay.
Math stuff.
Let's do this. Let's go to Nestling Mia first. That's going to allow me to distribute.
So you convert first, technically.
Right, convert first.
You couldn't like put something on there and then convert.
So I will convert this to a favor. Kaboom. And then I can distribute a secret to green. I'll just go here next door. Boom. Okay, and their skill is gaining 3 influence, and you gain 1. So I'll go up to 8. And then I'm going to go here, back to Bo Johnson. I can distribute 1 to green. I'll put this on the hunter as well. They have a favor, so I will be able to use my entranced enchantment to draw a card. Oh. Fascinating. Then I gain 2 influence as the actual action of Bo. Puts me on 10. And then I'm going to, lastly, with my familiar, which now doesn't have a power anymore, go here to Hunter Adams. So I will first convert.
I guess two favors
into a favor. Then I can distribute a secret to red. I'll go to Mayor Biggs. Then I can play up to 2 cards. The cost is increased by 1 for each. So I have 10 to play with here. Man, that's interesting.
You have 10 influence?
Yeah.
My gosh.
So I can play 2 cards. So first one I'm going to play is, let me math again. Yes. I'm going to play another enchantment. So it's going to cost 1 more than usual, plus the 1 here. So I'm paying 7 for this. Let me just quickly do that.
My gosh.
So this is isolation. All right. So this says, when the hunter visits a villager, it must be adjacent to a villager with a hunter pawn on it if possible. All right. So in this case, this is kind of what you did on your turn, but this one forces you to do it if possible.
I hate that.
So that costs 7. And then I'm going to play another familiar. This is going to be Learn Secrets, familiar action. It's going to cost 2 plus 1 for the action. It's going to be 3. So it brings me down to 0. And this is when I'm using it, I can gain 1 influence or I can discard a card to gain 3 by empowering it. All right. Those are my actions.
Okay. I'm going to go boop, boop, boop. Again, my ally doesn't have any upkeep cost, so we're good there. I think I'm going to go back. Ooh, what do I play here?
You know what?
What?
I think I have to draw another card because they had a favor put on them as well. For my enchantment.
Yeah, when visiting a villa, you just get to do it whenever. Nice. So I'm going to go back here to Native Pamui, and then first thing I do is this. I'll gain an evidence because of my investigation. Then I can convert clues into evidence. I need to have 3 clues, and the difference is my secrets go away when he converts to favors. My clues don't, though, because I just got a little bit more evidence.
That's wild.
Boom. And then I can distribute, so then I can distribute 1 onto red. I'm going to go ahead and put another one here. Actually, no, I'm going to put 1 onto Widow Atkins. And then I can use the villager's skill, which is, again, play 1 card and reduce the cost by 1. I'm going to put another ally into play. I'm going to put this clerk into play. It's going to cost me only 1 influence. And what they're going to do is, during the upkeep phase, I can draw a card or discard a card to gain 3 influence.
Cool.
So either get more cards or I can get rid of something that, because a lot of times like you can't have 2 of the same cards that have the same name, but there are 2 of each card. So like I couldn't put out like another scholar. Like I drew a scholar earlier and I was like, well, I'm not going to keep them because I can't put them out. So
man,
it's one of them things. Okay, and then we're going to exonerate. Boom. So exonerate a villager. I will pay 3 evidence and then I get to look at the top card and keep top card of the suspect deck. Now,
I don't
Mike
get to know what you draw.
does not know what this is.
I know everything.
So I now know that one of the villagers is not it. Who is it? Who knows?
You're an eighth of your way to victory, man.
I'm an eighth of the way there. Let's go. Okay, so now if I put this, oh my gosh. You know, I hate this. I'm going to lift an enchantment. I am going to spend 2 influence. I'm going to get rid of this one. This one I feel like is going to be
lame.
2 binding. So this is when I have to pay 2 influence to get rid of this one, but that's the one where I have to put them adjacent to each other. Hate that. Get it out of there. Get out of there.
Don't love.
Get it out of there. But you made me waste an action and some influence.
Yeah, I messed with you.
Which
I'm happy.
Massively dislike. Hate that for me.
Yeah. Oh, well done. Is that it for you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so my upkeep, I'll get my peeps back. Let's see here. I think... Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right, let's go to this. Let's visit Mayor Briggs. Oh, sorry. I'm going to go with my familiar here. I'm going to go here with my familiar. So don't let me forget to do that. First thing, I can distribute a secret to blue. I'm going to go here to the preacher.
Preacher Wolfick.
And there's nothing to convert or anything, so we're all done there.
Yep.
So I can draw 3, look at the top 3 cards of the deck, choose one, and discard the other 2.
Yeah, nice. You can get looking at a lot of cards there.
Yeah.
Ooh. Your familiar just gives you 1 influence. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Or you can like discard a card to gain 3. Ooh, that's nice too.
Yes, and then my familiar ability, again, I can gain 1 influence or discard a card to gain 3. I'm going to discard this because I already have it in play.
Yep.
Can't play a copy of it to gain 3 influence.
Yep, worth it.
Gotta do it, man. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Let's go here next. Preacher Wolf Brick.
Yeah.
Nothing to convert. I can distribute 2 to red. I'm going to go here. Spread it out.
Gosh, you have so much favor out already.
Maybe I'll do that. And then this allows me to play a card. I'm going to play a charm.
A charm?
For 2 influence, I'm going to play Conjuration.
So it's like a one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing. Double the amount of secrets on a villager with a witch or familiar on it. So it has to have already been activated. So I'm going to put 3 more on Mayor Biggs.
Oh, I hate that.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh.
Double that up.
I must kill him.
He needs to be
I must eliminate him from this world.
Okay.
Is that the witch? Is that the witch?
And then for my final action, let's just gain some favor. So we'll go here. I can distribute 1 secret to green. I will put it back on the hunter here. And then I gain 3 influence. Nick gains 1. So it puts me on 4 influence. And my turn is over.
Cool. I do love that because I now have a ally who costs something. So my clerk here costs me 1 influence every time. My scholar still costs me nothing.
Help, yeah.
Well, I mean, I already had 1, so I wasn't going to get to pay, but it would have put me at 0. At least I'm left with 1 here, which is still not a lot. So this one also has like an upkeep phase where I can draw 1 card or discard a card to get 3. I think I'm going to discard this Rapid Decay and just get 3 more. Nice. Because it useful. Okay, I am going to go back to Native Pamui. She's my favorite person on the planet.
It's nice getting those discounted cards,
and
man.
I just get the evidence, too. I'm like, oh, I love that.
I've got to find a way to get rid of that. I don't know how, but I got to find a way.
And because they have 3 clues, I also get to convert clues to evidence. Man. Boom. And then I can put out 1 more. I'm going to put one on Mayor Briggs. Don't get worried about Mayor Briggs. Or Mayor Biggs, rather. Okay, and I can play a card to reduce the cost by 1. Do I have? I do. So I'm going to go ahead and play Lockdown. This is going to be another investigation. My scholar here reduced the cost of investigations by 1, and I'm going to reduce here. So it's going to be reduced by 2. It's only going to cost me 3. So this one is a witch one. So you're going to need 2 pawns to visit this villager, and then you get to move this card to another eligible villager without one of these. I'm going to put this here because you have a tendency to go here a lot. So once you do that, you then can move it to a different eligible one.
2 pawns, though,
Two
man.
pawns.
That's rude.
2 pawns. You're going there a lot. I do hate it. Oh, or should I be about it? Do we do that Mayor Biggs? Make you pay 2
Sure. Either way, it's going to
to
hamper.
convert?
It's up to you.
No, I think we'll leave it. That's maybe a terrible decision, but we're going to leave it. Okay. I'm just going to go here to... I don't think I did my clue. Boom. I'm going to go here to Bo Johnson. I'll get 1 clue out on green. Let's just put one... Let's put 1 here on Dr. Annie. Those gain 2 influence because, again, I just don't have much. And then I think I'm going to go to Stranger Sue. So I'm going to put 1 clue out on blue. Let's go ahead and put it on herself. And I'll get to draw 2 cards because I only have 1 card in my hand and I hate it. Okay. You.
Alrighty. Get my peeps back. Boom, boom, boom. No upkeep to do at the moment. I do like the preacher. I also want to go to the native Pamui.
Good.
Play stuff for cheaper.
But you can't. You got to kick me out there.
I do.
That's because if I go there, then Mike can't go there unless you kick me out, and then I just can go there again, which is
Brutal,
sweet.
man. Yeah. But I feel like I got
I do like that in a lot of things of like putting an enchantment out, and it's like I can get rid of it. I have to like there's a lot of things where you have to like end up kind of wasting an action to do something, to which is it's nice to force your opponent to have to do that.
Yeah. I guess let's do this. Let's go to the mayor.
Mayor Biggs.
So I can convert stuff first, so I will convert these into 2 favors. You can do this up to 2 times. Each costs 3 secrets. 2 favors. Now, the benefit of having something with 2 favors is I get to do their action twice. I don't get to do the whole thing twice. Like I'm going to distribute 1 secret to blue.
I should have put that
over here.
I think I should have put that over there, y'all.
But their action is look at the top 3 cards, choose 1, discard the other 2. I will do that 2 times. So I'll do that 1 at a time. Ooh, taking that one. And 1 more time.
Yeah, that's strong.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so there is that. I will.
Do you want any of this too?
Yes, so I'll get to draw a card for that. Thank you for the reminder.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go. Golly, this is such a bummer.
That's why I put it there, y'all. It's expensive, those 5, although I was able to reduce it down by 2, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I had this scholar, so like, maybe I can make investigations just like all over the place.
I will put 2 pawns here.
Ooh.
And I'm going to move this here to get it out of the way. That's so brutal, man.
Poor Stranger Sue. Yeah, that one I was like, that's tough, but it's expensive, you know?
Nothing to convert here, but I will put 2 secrets onto red. I'll put them on a native Pamui there. Okay, so I can play a card. I'm going to spend 3 to put a brew into play, a Flagon of Oblivion. And this is, it needs 5 secrets on it to work. And when I consume it, I ready 1 villager with one of your people on it. Present, then remove all clues on that villager.
Wow, okay.
So once that's triggerable.
Yeah.
And that's me because I used two actions in 1.
Right. Okay.
Brutal.
Going boom, boom, boom. I do have an upkeep cost with my clerk here. So that's going to be boom. tough. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going back here because it's good for me, and it's also keeping you from converting. He's got to kick me out. You got to kick me out. It's a.
No.
It feels bad, but you got to do it.
Smart move, man.
Can I get an evidence? And then I can convert an evidence with my clues there.
That's
Boom,
huge.
and then I can distribute. I'll put one there on Widow Atkins. And I can play a card and reduce it by 1. I think I'm going to go ahead and do harsh treatment. It's going to cost me technically -1 because I get to reduce it by 1, and this reduces investigations by 1. But this one is for me. When I go here, I can distribute 1 extra clue.
Oh, nice.
And so this is,
you
I
do
get a
3 to green
3
there?
out, which would be great. And so it's only 1 influence, so it's not like the best card, but I'm like, well, I then can do that. Oh, I forgot to do her thing. I'll just have drawn a card because it wouldn't make much of a difference so far. I forgot to do the clerk's thing. I can draw a card or discard a card to gain 3 influence. I'll just do that. And then I will go to Widow Atkins. I will do this first so I can distribute an extra 1. So I'm going to get to distribute 3 clues.
Speaking of forgetting things, I guess since here there's the familiar as well, I just gained 1
Oh, yeah, that's
influence because the double turn. I didn't think about the familiar part.
Let's go blop, blop, and then I'll go blop because I can put it out on green. Okay, and then I'll gain my influence. Boom.
Nice.
Then lastly, I think I'm going to raid a villager. So I can place an action pawn. No, I can't. Never mind. Has to be on a ready villager. I hate that. Hate that for me. I want to get a favor off Mayor Pigs. I'm terrified. You know what I'll do is I'll go ahead and exonerate a villager.
Okay.
So I'll pay 3 evidence and exonerate this person. My gosh.
What if they were actually the witch?
You never know.
Somehow I shuffled
You
it back
never
in
know.
while you weren't looking with magic. Yes.
That's 2 of the 8 I need to do.
Don't love that because then, as there's more and more cards in that deck, if I'm like putting all this over here, he's just like, "Come on, buddy.
No.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah,
what are we doing?"
It gets harder to pull one over on my over my eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, the huntsman, he gets strong. Okay, that's all you?
Yep.
Okay, on to me, get my peeps back. Okay. Okay, order of operations, let's think. I'm going to go... It's not bad. I'm going to go here with my familiar. The old tried and true spot.
I know, so I put that thing there.
Nothing to convert, but I will distribute 2 to red. You can always put secrets onto a brew.
Yes.
I'll put 1 there, 1 here. 2 to red. Now I can play a card, and I'm going to spend 2 influence to play Allure, which is a charm, which allows me to add 4 secrets to a brew. So it's going to put 4 that I need to finish this one, which needs 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. That cost 2 influence to do. So there is that. And then at the end here, I'm going to do the empowered version of my familiar action, Learn Secrets. I'm going to discard a card to gain 3 influence instead of 1.
Killer.
So I'm going to do that. Now, speaking of brews are a free action. You can do it on your turn. Has to be, outside of the middle of another action.
Yeah, you can't interrupt an action to do
Yeah, so I can consume this by spending the secrets and then trigger this and it goes away. So again, as a reminder, Flagon of Oblivion, the consumability is I'm going to ready a villager with one of your pawns on it present and then remove all clues from that villager. I'm going to remove this one and these clues. This is just a super highway to...
Evidence town,
evidence.
yeah, real talk.
So I cannot have that.
And they go away too?
They go away.
Barf, hate that.
Yes.
It's like a free ready a villager action for you there.
Just too much, man. It's too much.
I don't like that. Dang it. I got a lot of evidence out of that spot right there.
That was too. I was just like, this is just too scary. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to put a witch here. Boom, and take this action. I will first convert these to 6 secrets to 2 favors. Boom, 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 boom. Then I can distribute one of these to a red. I'll go to Mayor Biggs, since you keep hogging that spot too. Okay, so technically I can do this action twice. So playing a card with a 1 influence discount.
That's a bad spot for me, for Mike to have 2 influence. Not 2 influence, 2 favor. Even if that's not the witch, it's just like that's a strong thing to be able to do twice.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. So, all right. Nope, can't do that. Darn it.
Aha.
Well, it's fine. I'm just going to do 1 card. So I'm going to play Witch's Mark. This is an enchantment. So this will cost 1 more. So basically it goes back to its, with a discount of 1 and a plus of 1, it goes back to 2. Witch's Mark. So this is something that during the upkeep phase, for me, I would gain 2 influence. And it costs 2 because it's -1, +1. The card is 2, so it remains a 2.
You draw your card, by the way?
Check. No, thank you.
You could technically still play a second card if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So it does kind of matter that you drew that card.
Yeah. I can play a second card, and I will. I will play Misdirection. This only costs 1 instead of 2 because of the discount from the villager. This allows me to move all clues from one villager to another. Move it off of Mayor Biggs because I feel like you're going to try to block that spot because I got my favors. And let's go ahead and put them down here onto Bo.
Bo Johnson.
Boom. Just moving them around, not taking them away. Just moving them around.
Yes, just shuffling.
Right.
Just
and that
shuffling.
was a charm, so that's a 1 and done.
Yep.
And that is my second action. Yep. And for my third, I think I'm going to visit Nestling Mia, which will allow me to draw a card. I can distribute 1 to green. I will go to the Hunter. And then I gain 3 influence, you gain 1.
I don't hate that.
That's my turn. I'm here to help, man.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
Witches
here.
aren't evil. We're just good Samaritans.
You did many things on that turn. I hated all
Feel
of
good
them.
about it. Oh, good.
So I'll bring them back. I have to pay an influence for my clerk, but then I can either draw a card or discard a card. I can't put out another one of these harsh treatments, so I'm going to discard this for 3 more influence.
Nice.
Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Where should I go? Where should I go? I think I'm going to go... Oh, I kind of don't need that because I just did that. I think I'm going to go to Stranger Sue. I get to put one of these out on blue. I'll just go ahead and put it back onto Stranger Sue there. And then I will get to draw 2 cards. Ooh. Interesting. Ooh, interesting. Okay, and then I am going to... Took all those spots I wanted.
We out here.
We out here. I'm going to go to Bo Johnson. First thing I can do is get another evidence because they have 3 clues on them. And then I will gain 2 more influence. Okay, and then... Trying to decide. I really want to play a card. I could go to Hunter Adams. I just want to pay more for them. Although I do have a decent amount, so I think we are going to go here. I can put 1 out on red. I'm going to put... Gosh, you got rid of all my red clues over here. Bums me out. So I can play up to 2 cards, increase the cost of each of them by 1. I think... I'm going to play this supervision card. It's going to cost me 5, but my investigation cards are decrease by 1, so it's only going to cost me 4, so it's basically going to be its normal price. So this one I'm going to put over here on Mayor Biggs, and I can use the Villager's skill twice. So I get to do this twice. It's kind of like you having 2 favor on there.
Yeah.
I like that one because I get to do a lot of curd stuff.
Nice.
And I can play another card for... Yeah, I'll do it and spend 3. And I'm going to put in this headquarters. This is one of my locations, my first location here. So I can put an action on here, and I can reveal the top 2 cards in my deck and play one of them for free and discard the other.
Nice.
Seems very useful.
Nice.
Okay.
Okie dokie. Get my peeps. Get my peeps for reaps. Okay, so my upkeep, I do now have the Witch's Mark, so I gain 2 influence during my upkeep. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to start off by... Trying to think of what I can afford to get rid of. I'll go here to the Preacher with my Familiar. There's nothing to convert, but I can put 2 things onto red. Which reds I want to do? All right. I'll put 1 and 1.
Okay.
Do 1 and 1. Cool. That allows me to play a card. I'm going to spend 2 influence to play a brew. This is surplus elixir, so it costs 4 secrets to consume it, and then I add 1 secret to all villagers when it's consumed.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. We like that here. Interesting. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go here. Dr. Annie. This will allow me to distribute 2 secrets of blue. I'll just put them on this brew. And I can draw a card. Wow. That is interesting. And then I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to visit the widow and put 2 secrets onto this brew, which is readied it up.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to gain an influence as the action there.
Yep.
And I guess I could trigger this, or do I want to wait?
Yeah, because you don't have to do it right away. You can do whatever you want.
I think I'm going to wait.
Okay.
I think I'm going to wait. So that's me.
Okay. Oof. Okay, so I'm going to go boop, boop, boop. I got to pay my last influence here for this clerk. If I can discard a card, I think I would discard this on the trail card to get 3 influence. Okay, so...
Sorry, I never decided on this, what to take. I'm just going to take 1 influence. I didn't want to get rid of a card.
Okay. I think I'm going to do my headquarters. So I'm going to reveal the top 2 cards of my deck, play one of them for free, and discard the other one.
Brutal. Brutal.
Ooh, I think I'll go ahead and do this one. So this is an event. This is, again, kind of like Mike's Charms, like a one-time immediate thing. So ransack, I just gained 2 evidence.
Ooh. Dang.
Boom. Ooh, that might change what I do this round, girl. Oh, man. I hate this. Okay. I think I am going to... I'm going to exonerate. Exonerate a villager. So pay 3 evidence. Boop. Glad I got that because Mike got rid of my evidence highway.
Had to, man.
See what we got. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So I then am going to raid a villager. So I can place an action pawn on a ready villager and pay 3 clues from villagers of the same color. And I can either get rid of all of the secrets on that villager or a favor. I am going to get rid of a favor because you've been pushing Mayor Biggs a little too hard and it's scaring me. And he already has 2. So I'm going to do that. And I don't get to do their thing because that's my action.
All right.
Okay.
Nice. You've fallen into my trap. All right, let's get my people back.
Yep.
Okay, during upkeep, for Witch's Mark, I gain 2 influence. And let's do... Yeah, let's do this. Let's visit the good old preacher down here. I will distribute 2 secrets to red. I will go there and there. And then I can play a card. It's powerful.
Powerful. It's very powerful.
I'm going to spend 2 influence, 1, 2, to put assist into play. Again, there's 2 copies of every card. This is the first familiar action that you got rid of. So I will put that into play for 2.
Nice. Now you got a little flexibility with your familiar.
A little flexibility. You only choose 1, but I can choose, to put this one allows you to put a secret onto the villager that I just visited. Or pay 2 influence to put 2 out instead.
Which is nice, yeah.
Which is nice. Okay, so that's that action done. I'm going to trigger my brew now and add a secret to all
every single
villagers.
One.
Boom. Boom.
That's so many secrets.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Alrighty. That's consumed. Okay. Let's go here. I'll go here with my familiar, so I can distribute 1 to red. I will go to themselves. I'll use the, well, that'll be at the end of the turn, the familiar ability. So here I can play a card for a 1. Sorry. The first thing I should do is I'm going to convert 3 of these into a favor, then add this one. Yep. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Did I do that right? Did I take this away from here just now?
I think you're fine.
Yeah. So they have 3 favors on them now. All right, so I can play a card for 1 fewer influence. I think I'm going to play... Got 5. I'm going to play Misdirection. I'm going to play this for 1, not 2. This is I played this before. It's going to allow me to move all clues from one villager to another. Little charm. I'm going to move 2 off the hunter and put them back over here. Okay, boop, boop. Alrighty. I get to draw a card from my Entranced there, and I could do this action again.
Good.
And I am. I'm going to put this into play. This is another familiar ability, Scry. So I could choose to draw a card, then discard a card, or spend 2 influence to empower it to draw 2 cards and then discard a card.
Nice.
So if I want to, manipulate my hand of cards a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that was my second, because again, there's 2 or more favor. And then I will go here. What do I want to do? I'll go here. I'm going to gain 3 influence. You're going to gain 1. This allows me to distribute 1 of these to green. I'll put it on itself. And then I get to draw a card, again, from my Entranced enchantment. All right, man.
All right, I'm going to go boop, boop, boop. I'll have to pay an influence for my clerk, and then I can either discard a card or draw a card. I think I'm going to draw a card this turn. Interesting. Okay. What's out here? I need to make sure I'm getting some evidence.
Yeah, bring me that evidence.
Yeah, all the play card ones Mikey is on, unfortunately.
Am I on all of them? Well, there's this one.
Yeah, but he's expensive.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
There's a little bit of cost involved. You mustn't be afraid to spend money. You got to spend money to make money.
I know. I'm going to go to Bo Johnson here first, though. I'm going to distribute one of these onto green, put one back on here, because Mikey got rid of it like a rude guy. I will get 2 influence. Oh, I'm sorry, real quick. First, I will get an evidence, because I have 3 clues on Bo. I'm like, where you at, Bo? He's like, I just like cheesecake. I'm like, that makes sense.
Why?
I'm also going to go to my headquarters. It's a great spot. So, reveal 2 cards. I can put one of them into play for free.
Just wildly
Maybe we do it again.
powerful.
Ransack, 2 evidence. Oh, do I exonerate a villain right now?
You have an action to do so.
I do. That's twice now. I wasn't really planning on doing that, but I was able to. I don't know if I will, though. Yeah. No, I'm going to go to Stranger Sue. I will get another evidence because, well, first of all, I'm going to, gain evidence first. I can distribute onto a blue. I'll just put one here onto Preacher Wolfric. And then I'll draw 2 cards.
Nice.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. During my upkeep, I'm going to gain 2 influence. And then I'm going to go here with a witch, the preacher. I can put 2 out onto red. I'll put 2 here. And I'm going to play a card. I'm going to play Hypnotism, which is another enchantment. It's going to be 3 plus 2 is 5, so it brings me down to 4.
I've got 3 enchantments. I just don't want to spend the actions to get rid of them.
So this is Hypnotism. The witch decides the action for the hunter's first pawn. It must be visiting a villager. So I'm back here going here first.
Oh, okay. So you have to choose the villager?
Think so.
Interesting.
All right. Next, your boy needs some cards. So I'm going to my bags. So this will allow me to convert one of these into a Favre. Then I can distribute 1 secret to blue. I'll go here to the Preacher. I get to draw a card from my Entranced. That is interesting. Okay, and then I can do their action twice since they have 2 favor on them. So I'm going to look at 3 cards, choose one. I'm going to do that 2 times.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, and I'm going to do it one more time real quick. All right. Okay, so I have done that action. I'm going to choose the assist ability where I can spend 2 influence, do an empowered action of assist, and add 2 secrets to the villager I just visited. And then I'm going to, with my last action, go here. So there's nothing to convert, but I can put a secret onto red. I'll put it on themselves. This allows me to play a card by reducing the cost by 1. I get to do that 2 times since there's 2 favor on them. So first I'm going to pay 1 to play a brew, which is merge with familiar. Takes 3 secrets to activate, and then during the upkeep phase I can consume it, and then for that turn I treat all of my normal witches as familiars.
Wow. That's wild. Holy crap.
Yeah. So it's not bad. And then I'm going to get to take this action twice, and I'm going to pay 1 to play Allure, which adds 4 secrets to a brew. So I'll just put the 3 that I need for this one here. Kaboom. And that's a charm. And that's me done.
That's Mikey done. Oof. Okay. I'm going to go boom, boom, boom. I'll have to pay a influence to my clerk, and then I think I'm going to get rid of a card to get 3 influence back. Whew. Dang, 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 dang. We went to a couple spots that I needed to go to. Man, I'm not sure what to do here. Yeah, the 3 spots you're at are 3 of the spots where, yeah, next turn I'll do this. And I feel like with that, you're going to have a Mondo turn next turn.
Well, I'm going to make your life a little easier. You're going to start off your turn, going to hypnotize you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You get to choose. Yeah, I hate that. Well, I'll get an evidence, which is good. Yeah, I forgot you got to choose. Dang it.
So get to put a blue.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
out,
I'll put a blue. Oh, my blue is a ton. I guess I'll put him here. Oh man. Well, since I'm not going to get to do really what I wanted to do, I'm going to go bop bop. So for these kinds of actions, you can do multiple times. You just can't do village multiple times. So I'm just going to drop all these 6. And I'm going to get 2 more. I'm going to exonerate 2 more villagers. We're going to see. Okay. That's me.
Nicely done. All right, get my folks.
You gonna drink that Baja Blast?
I think
Do
so,
a
man.
mega familiar turn?
Yeah, I'm going to gain 2 for my upkeep from my Witch's Mark. And I think I will consume this. So again, for this turn, I'm merging with my familiar, so everyone's a familiar for this turn.
That's nuts, because each one you can choose a different one of your familiar cards, which is wild.
Absolutely. Remind me of your allies' abilities.
My Osbos, my Scholar, is the costs of investigations are 1 less, and I can put multiple investigations on a villager. And then my Clerk, in the upkeep phase, I can draw a card or discard a card for 3 influence.
Copy that. Okay. Let's go here. And I'm going to convert this into a favor and then distribute a secret to blue. I'm going to go to Bo. Okay, so there's 2 favors. So I can do this action twice. So I'm going to draw 3, or look at 3, choose one to play, or keep rather, I should say. Okay, one more time.
I don't know.
Okay. Alrighty. There's that. Whew. Okay. I'm going to go, sorry, for my familiar action for them, I'm going to choose to gain 1 influence. So I want to gain, I will discard a card to gain 3 instead. Puts me on 5. Because again, everyone's a familiar this turn. I'm going to go here. I'm going to convert these into a favor. I can put 1 on red. Okay, and play up to 2 cards and increase the cost by 1 for each. I'm going to play this charm, Blood Money. It's normally free. It does cost 1 right now because of the extra. So Blood Money gains 7 influence. The hunter gains 2 evidence.
7 influence, though. Wow.
We're rich.
We're rich.
Okay. And then I'm going to play for 3, not 2, Surplus Elixir, which is going to be 3. And that's the one where when I consume it, I add 1 to all villagers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
They do have a favor. They have a favor, so I'm going to draw cards from my enchantment.
Yep.
And I can do this action again if I really want to.
You did get a whole bunch of influence.
Yeah. That's kind of why I wanted to do it.
Yeah, that's smart.
Oh, man.
I don't know, y'all.
I think I'm going to spend 5 to play a charm discredit. So I'm going to remove one of your allies. I'm going to take away the clerk.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, the clerk is great.
Yeah, it's too good. And I'm not going to do a second one there.
Okay.
And then I think finally, I'm simply going to go here, convert this into another favor, put 1 out onto green. Sorry, I'll go to Nestling Mia here. And then now there's 2 favors. I can do this twice. I'm going to get 4 influence.
Yeah, pretty smart.
All right, that's it.
You draw a card?
And I draw a card. Thank you very much.
Okay, okay. We're gonna go back. I no longer have to pay an upkeep cost, which is great. I mean, that's
I did save you from that.
Did.
I don't do you a favor.
Love that my clerk. Where should I go? You get to choose my first one.
Fair. Very fair. You're just gonna go over here to the widow.
Okay. I get to distribute 3 greens, which my greens are already pretty popping, so I'll just go there. But I guess all of them will give me clues. I mean, everyone will give me clues, evidence, except for my reds here. And then I will gain an influence for that. Okay, I'm going to go to Preacher Wolfric.
Okay.
I'm going to put out 2 clues. I'm going to go there and there. And then I can play a card. I don't know. I will go... I'm going to pay 2 influence, because it'll be 1 less for my scholar. I'm going to play this House Arrest on native Pamui, and this is one where you treat the villager's skill as blank.
Oh, wow.
So basically, their skill doesn't exist for you.
Wow.
Which means you can't pay things at reduced cost anymore.
Wow, okay.
And then... Oh, and then I also get an evidence for Preacher Wolfric. So then should I exonerate another person? Yeah, I think... Oh, should I? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Spend these 3, exonerate another villager. Okay, interesting. And that's it.
You have exonerated 6
I'm
of
getting
the
close,
8.
yeah.
Yep. That's it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to get my peeps. Alrighty, for upkeep, I do get 2. Nick, you might have noticed that it's nighttime.
I knew it. I knew it. Dang it.
Clouds in the sky.
Ah,
A wind.
Come on, man.
A breeze comes by.
I knew it.
Clears the parts of the clouds for just a moment for the full moon to shine through, which is the exact moment that we light all 5 candles on the edges of the pentagram and begin the ritual. So I'm going to perform a ritual, which is how I win. Place an action pawn on a ready villager who is the true witch and has at least 3 favor on it. You win the game. Mayor Biggs here has 3 influence.
I knew it.
Sorry, 3. 3 favors. Pardon, not influence.
Yes.
3 favors. And they are, in fact, the true witch.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I was pretty sure from like a third of the way. So the last time we
Kept
played
hampering
this,
my progress, man.
last time we played this game, Mayor Biggs was the witch as well, and so I was just like, can't
plays
be,
in your mind, like, can't be
again, which is not how things work.
It was.
And so it started getting. I thought it might have been native Pamui, but that was one of the first ones I got. So I was like, okay.
Yeah, okay. Who all did you exonerate?
Okay, so I knew Stranger Sue, then Native Pamui, then Hunter Adams, which I was also getting worried about.
I was also trying to deke you out with that too, yeah.
Dr. Annie, Nestling Mia, and then Bo Johnson. So it was a bunch of people who
I was kind of throwing out there as lures. You were like,
once I started getting to around here or so, basically once I got like here, I was like, okay, it must be Mayor Biggs. The problem is I was like, I couldn't get, you did a very good job of eliminating my clues.
Well, I got rid of the clues because the main thing was in order to kill one of the...
Yes.
You needed clues on everybody and 3 on Mayor Biggs, which you had. So like, I have to get that clear.
Yeah.
To make you get the work in.
And early in the game, I was like, should I just go for it? And then I was like, no, play it out a little bit.
You're severely punished if you're wrong. You lose basically all your progress.
Yes, and I was just like, and then again, my head was like, it can't be Mayor Biggs again. And so, dang it.
The meta of multiple
and the last couple turns, the whole time I was like, is there a way I can stop you? Is there a way I can stop you? Is there a way I can stop you? My only goal is like, can I just exonerate enough? Because last round, I was like,
really close.
I know. Last round, I was like, should I just kick you out, go there?
Yep.
But then again, to kick you out, I have to pay one from that villager, one of these clues, so I couldn't get one on there. But then again, on your turn, you could just then kick me out and do it anyway. So I was like, no, I think I have to try and exonerate.
Suggestion cards ready to boot you out if you did do that.
And I was just like, I got to try to exonerate, and couldn't quite get there.
Hey. It's how it goes. GG,
Good game,
man. The witch won the night. And like I said, we're just peaceful.
I assume it's very comic.
It's gotta be. GG, man.
So that was Pagan, Fate of Roanoke.
Yes.
I knew it from like half into the game. I knew it. I was just like, I don't think there's much I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it.
There came a point where I'm like, well, even if you know, and that's probably likely, I just got to race toward my goal before you get to yours. It was ultimately pretty close.
It was. I was like, I'm so close, but I knew I needed 1 or 2 more rounds. I think I could have exonerated enough or got enough clues out there to take out the mayor, but just not enough time.
Yeah, and that's what's kind of interesting is that like you discovered the quicker path. You each have a couple of ways to win the game, and so you're like, my quicker path is actually just going to be exonerate everyone else rather than try to amass the clues in order to eliminate the true witch themselves. And so that's always an interesting thing to be able to consider is like, what path is going to get me there the quickest, and you almost got there. So that is Pagan, Fate of Roanoke. Again, big thanks to Capstone Games for sponsoring this playthrough. If you want to check this out and pick it up for yourself, do check out links in the description of this video. And we'll catch y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much for watching that playthrough of Pagan, a Fate of Roanoke. Big shout out to Capstone Games for sponsoring, and a big shout out to our month's sponsor, Arcus Games. Love y'all. Make sure to check out Storm Raiders and Dreadful Meadows, a whole bunch of stuff like that, and have yourself a great rest of your day.